So yesterday, man, I completed all of Mud Champs in one day. It goes live every Friday. I've been in a habit this season, actually playing Mud Champs. I can't believe I've been doing it, but I completed it in one day. I ended up going 20-0 and just getting that thing right about the way. I ended up having some really nice games, but this game you guys are gonna watch today is a crazy one, and the player I want to highlight in it is Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. DRC, I finally got him playing in corner. You guys know for the longest I've had him playing in safety because the way his AP is and the way the Eagles sneak team has kind of been with the DBs we be getting all that stuff. So we've been playing the safety for me the longest. He played really good at safety, but now that we got Nnamdi Asomugha, I got Nnamdi Asomugha playing safety with that universal coverage, which by the way, he's been really good back there. He's been a solid tackler. He's been, playing things. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's played really good for me back there. So that's good because I with that universal coverage, I really wanted to put him at safety, but DRC's finally a corner, and this game you guys are going to watch, he is the reason, well, I guess you could say he's the reason why we kind of went down, but he's also the reason why we came back and won, but I'll explain it through the gameplay and stuff. But DRC is legit. I know he's got, 88 press. That's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I don't really play a whole lot of man coverage, so it's cool. This gameplay you guys are about to watch, though, spoiler alert, we start this game down 7-28, so if you enjoyed the video, man, drop a like and watch the Eagles sneak team go to work. Now, this is only one gameplay right here. I know usually my gameplays consist of, like 2 or 3. This is only one. This is it because it's a long one. We start this game down 7-28. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil the whole thing. Now, the guy wasn't really doing anything, crazy or anything. We just sometimes it just kind of happens. You just don't really get off to a good start. And, DRC, at the beginning of this, it's going to look like DRC might be getting fried and stuff, but he's not. I'll explain when we kind of get to all that. But, he's running the typical stuff, bunch. I think eventually he came out like some wide trips. He's not running anything I've never seen before. He's running bunch strong right now. I think eventually he goes to like, bunch offset. So, it's nothing I haven't seen. It's just, it just comes down to you got to execute, get your adjustments off. And you know what I mean? I wasn't lagging or nothing. It's just, we just did not straight up get to a good start. And, the defense is my bread and butter. So, if we're giving up points, it's Bryce Huff, shout out to Harry Roseman, for the Chems. But if, my defense ain't defense, and usually we're going to be in a little bit of trouble because that's kind of my backbone, my defense. So, there's times I give up some points, it doesn't happen very much. I would say out of the 20 games that I played yesterday in House Rules, I probably only maybe 2 games I gave up over 30 points. Maybe. I know for sure it was this one. I don't know if there's another one, but Nnamdi Asomugha, you see him. He's been playing great for me at safety. Very good. I mean, if you got Eagles sneak team, you got to have Nnamdi Asomugha. I would say even if you don't. Universal coverage all game, it doesn't get much better than that. Now, I know it's a lot easier to activate it now. When you had to get 3 picks with Nnamdi Asomugha. Now if you just get 3 picks with him in the lineup, of course they fix it after I get it. I went through all the hardships. I got it the same day, though, so, I mean, I guess, it is what it is, but this right here is something this guy would do a lot right here. He would always the bunch side, or the not the bunch side, the solo side of the bunch, where Harold Carmichael's on the left. That's where DRC's at. He would put this guy on like a hook curl out, something I do a lot against man coverage. He was doing it against zone. Now DRC is deep out zone and mid zone. So with mid zone, as long as he taps him on that hook curl, he can break it up. Now, I'm not doing any type of shading right now because I'm manning up a lot of different guys on the bunch side and doing a lot of freaky stuff. So I don't want to shade underneath, because if I do and a guy gets streaked when some of these guys are manned up, they're gonna get flown right by. But if I just shade underneath, DRC is gonna be able to break up that hook curl every time because of the mid zone KO, which you can see now. Now I'm starting to man Kevin Byard up over there. I got Harold Carmichael made up on the running back. I'm starting to do a lot of freaky stuff. But what this is gonna do is open up the middle of the field and leave me, that's just a bad user by me right there. I gotta, kind of get on that. But, that's the first drive. Things happen. This guy is an onside kicker. He does this pretty much the whole game, and I think he eventually gets one. It always happens with me, man. I suck at recovering onside kicks. I swear to God, I do. If you onside kick me, you're going to get one of them. It's just what it is. But this is, I think, honestly, my offense didn't play bad, though. Like, this wasn't one of those games where my offense just wasn't playing good. I think there only might have been, like, 1 drive where I didn't score, And, by the way, I'm running my offense without Hot Route Master. I told you guys, this is also the first day I got to run my offense with the entire line with secure protectors, no Hot Route Masters. And I could say, out of all the 20 games that I played yesterday, the secure protectors were secure protecting. I don't think I complained once about the X Factor D lineman, because you guys know me, I'm cussing up a storm. I'm screaming about it the whole time. But hold on, look at this, 4th and 1. You guys know on 4th down, I love going for the end zone. He gets horny, drops the guy in a hard flat. Come on now, because I know he's running some Tampa 2 style thing, and he got a little horny, so we had to, we had to expose him right there. I can't say how many times I throw touchdowns on 4th downs. I'm talking long ones. It just always happens, man. But you see it right there, we get it done. But this is when I think the game starts to. Well, like I said, we start 7-28, so at some point in the game, this is a little crazy. But like I said, he's not running anything crazy. Like now, he's in trips tight end. Ooh, TJ Edwards, that's the guy I want to say. During the whole mud chance, TJ Edwards had to been the MVP. I mean, this guy was picking passes off. He's everywhere making tackles. You got to get TJ Edwards, man. If you don't have TJ, that 1 AP tackle supreme, I mean, it is great. But that's one thing he's not the best at is, man coverage. I think that's the only bad thing about it. I think he has like 67 man coverage or something like that. But yeah, now he's in this. Honestly, I don't even remember him running trips tight end, to be honest with you. I don't even remember this. But he throws a little a zig right there to Andre Reed. I had Carmichael on a 0-yard curl flat. You can see he just ran way too far down on it. He just, you know what I mean. I got to put him in like a 5-yarder or something, but he no huddles it, so I can't change my zone drops. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna do the same exact thing again, which I did. Which Carmichael he didn't play it better, but the way he kind of ran over it, he kind of like baited it a little bit and got his eyes off it. Even though I did the same exact thing. It's just that's how this game is. You can do the same thing 5 times and you might get different results. If everybody does the same thing, it's kind of crazy. But I mean, I guess that's kind of football. The game isn't very good, so I'm not even gonna try to explain anything. But there he goes back with his hitches. And something I eventually do with these hitches before I actually finally decide, you know what, I'm just gonna shade underneath and say fuck it. When I would notice that he would audible Carmichael, like obviously he's trying to put him on a hitch because it's not built into the route, like, or built into the play. I just straight up just started dropping bro in a 10-yard cloud flat. Like that's literally what I started doing. Not yet. This is when I'm just like, all right, we gotta slow this thing down. As here you go with another onside kick. These guys, they're onside kicks, man. Franco Harris, oh, he got it. That's what happened. Yeah, he fumbled the ball. Yeah, he fumbled it. Because I was like, wait a minute, I thought I didn't get it. Yeah, Franco Harris recovers it and then fumbles it. I mean, like, what are the odds of that? And it's not like he got boomstick, like the ball just goes flying out. No, he just punches it out, man. But these guys and they're on. So you can see this one. Look at that play. I mean, take a picture of it. Now that, look at Namdi Asamoah, great coverage. I didn't actually have I had my I had my cloud flat on 5, so he really could have kind of maybe got the hitch in there. After that, then I think this is when I started putting him on a 10-yard cloud flat, and I was like, you know what? Now we're about to get wild out here. So, I mean, it's shut down. Now, granted, I think Kevin Byard looked like he might have got ran by right there, but he's going to have to get that ball out because, this 3-4 is going to scream. It's only a matter of time before we get you. I mean, it's a nasty player, man. It's a nasty player. The good thing about with Nobney is with Universal, I could actually man him up on the tight end, which my God, that's a wild pass right there. I think that's what I eventually started doing because I kind of forget sometimes I have Universal on because with Universal I like to just I told you I get freaky with my safeties. Guys start getting manned up. Guys are in weird positions, and I'm getting aggressive right now in defense, and it's not working right now. It's not working too good, but remember him dancing. You know what I mean? I always remember when a guy dances on me. I don't forget it too often. This right here might have been the only drive I think we didn't score. And we start off with a little dot. Look at that. Ooh, little freeform high ball right there to Schultz. That's beautiful, man. The freeform high balls, that's something you gotta master that, get that down. That's the win. Once you get that, that's good. His defense was so bad, like legit. Could have probably ran like stock Z spot the whole game. I don't even like. I don't know what the guy was doing. Is my right tackle gets, I think that's Harvardstein, absolutely dies right there to a X Factor D lineman. But like I said, I gotta say for the most part, they didn't really terrorize me too much. The secure protectors did their job. I would say most of the day, like out of 20 games, which is that's a lot of Madden games. I didn't complain once about it. Like even this game, I didn't complain. Well, I said fuck you Harvardstein or something, but. I mean, that's nothing really out of the norm, out of the norm. Like right there, like even there, I got a lot of time. We just gotta make a read, man. We gotta make a play there. That ain't on the offensive line. I don't even think he rushed that many people there either. So we just gotta make something happen. I think right here on this 4th down, my music just stopped. And I'll be honest, I completely was not locked in on this 4th down. Like right before the ball snapped, the music stops, and I'm just like, what is going on? Now, granted, he sent the dogs right there too, so we didn't really That wasn't a very good combo. I wasn't ready for him to do it, but you know, I gotta have my music playing. If the music's like something's messed up with it, it's gonna throw me off a little bit. So that didn't help. But I think that was the only drive like we didn't score. Besides that, like when we had the ball, points were going on the board. Is look at Javon Curse getting to the quarterback. That's 2 sacks for him, man. Javon Curse is a guy. Is he worth the coins? Maybe not. Is he gonna get to the quarterback? Absolutely, yes, he will, man. The Eagles D line. That's the one thing you can count on with that Eagles D. That's why I like the 3-4 because the Eagles D line is always good. So I feel like the 3-4 just fits the. Oh my God, so man, that's so. Look at him doing all this dancing, man. Who's the guy I think he is, man? It's so funny because like I would love to see his face like when he blows this game. Like it's got to be just hilarious. But the 3-4 fits the Eagles defense, Eagles team defense. So you know it's perfect. It's like. The Eagles D-line is always good. It's always going to be good. It's just, you know, it's a staple with the Eagles. You know you're going to get two things you know you're going to get with the Eagles. We're always going to have some type of quarterback, and we're always going to have a good defensive line. That is just two things you know you're always going to have. But second to go to the one, it's damn near. You know Bo Jackson getting the ball, and there's nothing you can do about it. He's going to get in. He's going to break tackles. It's got to be one of the most impossible things in the world, you know, to stop. And, you know, he didn't even have to break tackle. He just jumped over his center. So, I mean, yeah, you got to just be like, all right, you can't even be mad. Like, he's gonna get in, man. It's just the score is not pretty, 7-28. I just kind of just threw the thing up. It's, you know, only a couple seconds left. I thought AJ had a little bit of a step on him. I threw it. He kind of got bumped, and the score is not pretty. But the good thing about me is, man, I never feel like I'm out of a game. Like I always have that confidence. That's one thing I feel like you gotta have as a Madden player. You just gotta have confidence, man. Like I know. You know, sometimes things might not be going too well. It might not be looking too good. But if you just, you know, just thug it out, keep playing, you might have a chance. We just get... He's sending the whole team right now. Look, it's right before the end of half. I'm not like, you know... I'm just kind of blocking guys. So we can take a deep shot. We take a deep shot. It's 4th and 18. I'm going for it because it's 2 seconds, you know. What's the worst we happen? We fumble or something. I actually get sacked. Actually, I don't think I had a safety. I kind of just stood there. I was like, I'm going to stand right here and hopefully I don't fumble the ball. Thankfully, I didn't. Second half begins. So DRC's been giving up, you know, he's been giving up a lot of hitches. You know, we got the onside kick, thankfully, because idiot got a flag. But DRC's been getting, you know, killed with the hitches. My goal in the second half is I'm like, we're gonna take that away. We're gonna get pressure. And we're gonna do our thing right there. That's how you started off right there. A little post right to AJ Brown, a little swerve to avoid the KO. Good play there. I'm saying by Mr. AJ Wound, but his defense really wasn't that good. Like he wasn't really doing anything spectacular out of the 6-1. It was either he was rushing hella people or he rushed no one. Like when he rushed no one, like it was, you know, we had time. I kind of took a shot there for Schultz. I seen a 1-on-1. I was like, let me see. I don't even know how tall Schultz is actually. I don't think he's like crazy tall, but when he would blitz all of his guys, what I would do is I would move McFadden over there and look at that with a quick read underneath. And the reason why I would put him on that side is because that's already the side I'm kind of reading. And I don't have high route master, so I can't put him on a flat route. So I got to put him on a little swing route, which is still fine. If you just kind of lead throw it, you know, kind of time and try to blue pass it, you should get a pretty good animation. So, you know, obviously not as good as a flat route. Right here, I motion him out wide. We're reading the right side. We're seeing what, you know, boom. He's not in the cloud flat. That's a touchdown. What are we doing? He don't drop in the cloud flat. That's a touchdown. Come on, man. So that's easy. We got some points. We got to go play defense, though. We are still getting our ass kicked right now. He comes out in the wing slot. He's trying to run the ball. His mindset is, all right, let me just try to put his game away. I'm not going to let him run the ball. He's going to have to throw the ball. So figure it out. So you can see right here, I'll kind of break down. Let me just break down this play right here because it's probably a little bit confusing. All right, so this is what we're doing right here, right? So I have DRC on this outside third, playing anything deep. I have Kevin Byard manned up on Harold Carmichael for the hitch, okay? Kevin Byard on Harold Carmichael's manned up on Bo Jackson because, you know, gotta have a body for the running back. I have Cameron Curl on a 5-yard cloud flat to play anything right here that's going to be in the flat. I have Nam Yasmo on a deep half that's playing anything on these hashes. My user just has to play the middle. That's kind of what this is, and we're sending a lot of bodies at the quarterback. Somebody should hit this guy. That's just kind of what this is right here. You kind of sit there and almost was able to bait it. Now, yeah, I'm leaving that post route open deep, but you got to take chances. You know you guys are going to get it home. So now, okay, this is when I start to shade underneath. You can see, so I'll kind of run it back real quick. Show the play out real quick. This is when, okay, so now I started to shade underneath. I was like, you know what? Because I want to blitz this extra guy so we can just guarantee that we're going to get in there. Man, Kevin Byard up on Bo Jackson. He's got universal coverage. All he's got to do is touch him. I'm shading underneath, so now DRC is taking away this hitch. The hitch is going to be going. I'm leaving Nomni in the quarter, so he'll kind of literally play this vertical right here. Still got Cameron Crowe in this 5-yard clap, playing everything in a 5-yard clap. I'm trying to say all this really fast. I'm getting my tongue twisted here. Yeah, he's going to have a corner route and all that stuff. I'm not going to say he's actually going to have the corner route because this quarter, Nomni might just run with the corner route. You never know. It's you know what I mean? So, boys are going to get a home. I got to play the middle. Simple as that. We just got to make a user play. Oh, actually, no, I lied. Look at it. Look what I did at the last second. Oh, I just doing it for no reason. Okay, that's an adjustment I eventually make at some point in this game. At the last second, what I do is, so I drop. As soon as I see he audibles Carmichael to the hitch, I'm like, okay. I drop DRC and a 10-yard cloud flap. I know this is very risky. This is very wild. You should not do this. I don't advise anyone to do things like. I don't advise anyone to do the things that I do, but I do it, and it pays off. As you can see, baited. Dominique Rodgers, Marty. There you go, man. And that's how you start it. 7-28. Now it's 21-28. Just like that, in the blink of an eye. We have all the momentum right now. I mean, the ball's in our court, as I think they would say. Now this is when I think I do the shade underneath. Boom. Now it's like we just got to do what he do. Screamers. The boys are getting it home. Now it's about to get crazy. That's Javon Curse's 3rd sack, I think, by the way. Yeah, it's bad to, you know, once the boys start getting home, we start backing you up. It's going to get a little nasty. So, yeah, now I'm not putting him in the cloud flat. I think I'm just shading him underneath. And he's got to break it up with his mid zone. That's all we got. That's all we got to do. I think I inside their 3rd Nomni there. DRC. The reason why that was so open is you can see I got bumped my user. I was trying to get back. I was trying to get back to the post route, but I got bumped. But Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is just, he's just on one. Now he's on one. He got the pick 6. He's starting the second half feeling good. He's ready to redeem himself. He is going crazy. The boys get it home. I think that might have been Bryce Huff that might have got him. I saw Reggie White was in there too. We're screaming out. Now, out of 3-4 is 3-4 in defense, and it's defense. It's about to get crazy. I just put 25-yard cloud flats, 2 deep halves on the safety, blitz the interior guy. This is going to get it home. I got to play the middle. There's just no way we give this up. This is when you're in good luck. I mean, because there's no way you're going to probably block this or get enough time to get this first down. We just got to make a user play. Carmichael comes in free. Schmacks. We got the ball at the 11 with a chance to take the lead. Now I'm in my element. I mean, at this point, I'm in my element. This is what I do. He's in 6-1. One of the best ways to beat 6-1, RPOs. That was a good job there by Tyreek Woolen. He just had him sitting out there ready for it. But RPOs are a great way to beat 6-1. That's how I usually go about it because it's, you know, they have to drop their DNs. I had the corner out wide open right there. I just wasn't expecting to have them wide open. But they have to drop their DNs and flats or man guys up in order, you know, which will take away from their pass rush. As you can see, he's rushing 2 people here. Still gives the touchdown up to Jordan Reed. I mean, what are we doing? Just like that, it's a tie game. I mean, that's yeah, he started coming out. So this is wide trips. He started coming out in wide trips. I don't know why he started coming out in this, but I think he like runs it most of the game, and he does absolutely nothing in this. I'm not scared of wide trips, huge trips, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me. I'm dropping guys in flats. We're getting nasty. Like I said, he's getting shaded underneath. I am not letting him ever throw another hitch again. It's not happening. DRC is going bonkers right now in the second half. He's breaking up passes, picking passes off, getting touchdowns. He is looking pretty goddamn nice in the corner. He tries it again. He keeps trying, DRC. We make adjustments. This is a wild adjustment right here. I mean, let's look at that. We're not even gonna. I mean, it's getting hideous out here. It is. It works out. DRC. I mean, he's everywhere, man. He's shaded underneath on a outside third, playing something in the middle of the field. That's why you also want to have that mid-zone KO, because mid-zone KO works pretty much anywhere, as long as it's just not over the depth. I think it works up to like 15, about 15 yards, maybe. I'm not really too sure, but you know we're going to RPO this 6-1. Look at that, 10 for 17, 123 yards, 3 touchdowns for Cunningham. I don't think Cunningham turns the ball over. A clean game from Cunningham. Would you look at that? I mean, to be honest, I don't really throw too many picks. I mean, when I'm in my offense, ace-off set, we're doing our thing. You know what I mean? The only thing that's going to stop me is me getting screamed at or something. But he doesn't know what he's doing in the 6-1. You know, one thing I always say is if you're going to run something that's the meta, I passed the ball right here, by the way, because I just assume he's going to run, come in, and send the house. So, like, I'm just, like, putting some bogus route combo out there, and I just take off with Cunningham, run it in, take the lead just like that. Yeah, sometimes you got to get freaky with it. But if you're gonna run the meta, something I always say is you have to set yourself apart from everyone else that runs it. Cause like you gotta he's just throwing anything at this point. Like if you're gonna run 6-1, you need to either run it the most prolific way, the most efficient way. Ooh, he's throwing anything. You gotta be really efficient in it. You gotta be the best and the best. You can't be regular in something that's the meta, because guys play against this almost every single game. So if you come out just regular in it, it's just not going to work. That is Eagles football right there. Nnamdi Asomugha breaks it up. Cameron Curl picks it off, man. I mean, at this point, the game is over. And I'll be honest with you, in my head, when DRC got that pick six in the start of the second half, I legit was like, we're going to come back and win this game. Like, that was already in the mindset. I said, we're going to come back and win this game. I just knew it. And now, I already got a 7-point lead. We're going to run the ball, give to McFadden, which we haven't ran the ball with McFadden the entire game. It's been Cunningham throwing the ball, throwing some RPOs and stuff. He hasn't really had that many passing yards because most of the time we've had short field. If we've had the ball in offense, we've had it over the 50-yard line because he's onside kicked it every time. And then when we've gotten a turnover, so it's like Cunningham never really had to work the entire field. So we haven't really ran the ball with McFadden the whole game because the RPO has kind of been there. So now I'm just like, you know what? Let's run this clock. Let's go put his game away. I think I'm also at some point here I get on conservative because I'm just like, you know what? Let's not screw this up. We're already in the field goal range. I think it's probably right here because you see I don't juke or anything. You know me. I'm always doing something in the open field. So I get on conservative. I'm just trying to play it safe. Put this game away. Let's get out of here with a win. You know what I mean? That's kind of the mindset right there. But because this guy, I don't know what he's doing. I don't even know how did I go down to this guy, right? I went down to him because of hitches. And I guess you could say there was, he stole a possession with the onside, and there was a possession I didn't score. So you know what I mean? You know what happens. I'm like, I could score right there, but I'm like, nah. Let's see if we can make him use some timeouts. And I think, I I try to just pass it. It I tried to quick snap Z spot. It didn't work. So that probably wasn't the smartest thing, but it made him burn a timeout. We go up 10 points. So you know what? It is what it is, man. That probably wasn't really smart. It would have been smart if I would have just got the first, which I think I was trying to, but when you're on conservative, you can't go down. So I was like just doing weird movement, and it didn't work. It wasn't very smart, but it is what it is. Look at Nnamdi Asomugha just running with routes. He's great at safety, man. I'm telling you, the best way to take advantage of your universals is put your universals wherever you ask the most out of your DBs. For me, it's my safeties. I ask the most out of my safeties. I can't believe he gets that ball out right there. Good tackle once again by DRC. For some guys, they might ask the most out of their outside corners. So you run a match defense. Match similar to man coverage. So your corners are usually having to run all over the field. So maybe you want your universals on your outside corners. It just depends wherever you ask the most out of them. For me, it's my safeties. You guys know I do. I got Kevin Byard made up on the outside. I got him on the inside there. I'm doing all kind of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? I'm a mad scientist. Some people say on defense. You gotta get crafty, but he's got 46 seconds. He's got 2 timeouts. I'm up 10. I'm just like, look, if he scores, just get the onside kick. That's all that's going through my mind. I'm like, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. This, oof, right there. I hate that, right, man. You're trying to, sometimes, like, okay, so I'm trying to attack the ball, get in front of him, pick it. And sometimes what it'll do is it'll give you that stupid animation where, like, as you're trying to go for it, it'll actually not pull you back, but it'll stop you dead in your place and act like the ball's about to come to you. Hate that animation. That's kind of what happened right there, but it is what it is. He had to burn another timeout, so he's got 1 timeout. I go over the line with TJ Edwards. I'm offsides. I do this so much because I'm trying to mug that offensive line so hard, and like you know what I'm trying to do. Like I'm trying to help a guy get in free. I'm trying to help with the passer. So sometimes I'm mugging it so hard. Right here, I try to disguise who was on my user. That's why I'm not mugging the line right here. I'm still sending the boys. I'm sending the boys every play. They're all 5 of them boys are getting sent, but I'm trying to like disguise who I'm on. That's why I'm not moving. That's why I'm not mugging the line. But yeah, I don't know. I get a lot of offsides with that, man. Right there, I just that's fuck, man. So the reason why I played so hard with outside leverage, I really thought it was gonna be a corner route, but then he had the post route, and that was just lazy adjustments right there. I was just like whatever, man. But that was just lazy the last couple plays. Now we just got to get the onside. Look, Franklin Harris almost smokes it again, man. The ball's going here. He's going right here to try to get it. Like what are you doing? Like he almost smokes it again for us. But yeah, we end up crazy comeback win, 21-28. Cunningham only threw 150 yards. McFadden only had 34 yards. So we really like didn't really have a crazy amount of offensive yards, but somehow ended up putting up 38 points. That's pretty much the gameplay, though, boys. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, I think we could all agree he kind of went nuts. I think at some point I saw a stat line that said he had 6 tackles. I couldn't imagine how many pass breakups he had. A pick 6 to really jolt us back in the game. The guy's legit. If you got an Eagles team, definitely get this guy out there a corner. Might have, I'm spending a little bit of AP on him. I'm spending 3 AP on deep out zone, 1 AP on mid zone, 0 AP on pick artist. But we're at a point in the game where guys are getting a lot of discounts, and you can afford to burn a little bit extra AP. And you know what? 6'2" corner, the solid tackler. You guys let me know what you think. I think DRC is a guy.